Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Mystic's Heart here on the Temple Within Radio and Media Network. Oh my goodness, that was a really great way to start the day with Sandra Herrick this morning. Good stuff on Coffee, Tea, and Me. Thank you all for joining her and making the day so special with her. And here we are, Tuesday morning. It's a glorious day here in the Enchanted Forest. Good morning, Cindy Lynn. Good to see you this morning. Just adjusting the camera here. Hey, Sonia, Margaret, and Margaret. It is great to see you both here this morning. Hey, Jacqueline Coster. Hey, Kathy Skirmerhorn. It is good to see you. Nikki. Hey, good morning, Katie did. My niece, Catherine Ann. Good to see you this morning. Lady Hawk. Oh, how fun. What a beautiful group. Good morning, Nancy. Hi, Robin. Good to see you all. Jocelyn. Hihane Wash Day. Good morning. I will let you all know right out of the chute that here shortly my daughter will be arriving to pick up blankets to wash them for the Sweat Lodge on Saturday evening. So you will hear Gabriel, because would it be a show without either one of, Gabriel or Merlin letting us know that they are here with us? I don't think so. So just to let you know, this Saturday I will be pouring Inipi or Sweat Lodge. And in the springtime, I always make that my time to freshen everything up in the lodge. And by that I mean, once a year, all of the prayer ties that were there from the year prior, they're taken down and they are burned in a ceremonial fire. And then the inipi, the willows and things are freshened up, and the prayer flags are freshened up, the altar is freshened up. So in the spring, for me, at my Hochokam, my altar is when I really freshen everything up and do a ceremony of making sure all of the blankets that cover the inipi are very, very clean, that all of the rugs that are on the floor are cleaned and washed up, and it's really a good time to do that. And so Elise, now that she is a college student again in nursing school, has volunteered to come on over and make a couple of extra bucks by cleaning all of the inipi blankets. So you will be hearing all of that going on. Good morning, Becca. Hey, Elise. And let Sandy know that her morning show is very, very popular. And so she is going to go out here in the next couple of days and purchase a brand new iPad and camera system and all of that good kind of a thing to help with her show. That's exciting, right? All of you listening out there on YouTube and Spreaker, good morning to you as well, and on Twitter. Yeah, Tracy, why don't you come on down? Come on down. It'll be good. Saturday night. All right, let's get this ball rolling here at the Mystic's Heart. And let's choose a group card for everybody. For everybody. This morning we are going to employ... Good morning, Betty Davis. It is good to see you this morning. Hihane Wash Day. This morning I'm going to choose a card for all of us, and it is the Firebird card, one of my very favorite cards in all of the empowerment decks. The Firebird says, do not be afraid, be alive. Do not be afraid, be alive. Right on the tail of Sandy's wonderful show, talking about the spirit and the journey of our spirit, of our soul, and how our soul leads us on an amazing adventure during the course of this human lifetime. It is truly, at least in my estimation, an astounding adventure that happens. And at the end of this physical incarnation, how we go home and, prepare, I believe, to come back and play once again at another time here on the earth plane. But it is an amazing adventure, and we can get caught up in our little self rather than to take a look at our larger self. The ancient Egyptians often referred to it as the large angel, our soul, the small angel, That would be our spirit, and then our human self, our little self that we can sometimes get so caught up in, forgetting the largesse of who we really are. So, good morning. Here is Ptesawi, White Buffalo Calf Woman, holding my Wakalapi. So everybody, be out there, be brave, be bold, right? We're not here for very long. We're just really not. So let's get going with all of this. Becca, the Swan Maiden teaching is cropping up. And the Swan Maiden teaching says this: you are divinely protected. The Swan Maiden represents the Valkyrie Shield Maiden. And the mantra of this card is, I am a warrior of light and hope. I am a warrior of light and hope. So, divine protection. Understand we're always walking in grace, walking in universal grace, the light of grace. Whether we want to acknowledge that or not is entirely up to us. But just to take a moment every day to acknowledge that we are walking in the light of grace, that we are walking in the company of our guides, our angels, our allies, right? The creator of all things. Yes, divine protection, divine guidance, universal grace. Oh, thank you for that, Kelly. Good morning to you as well. Good morning, everybody. It's good to see you here. All right. So, Barbie Cornell, I am going to dedicate this show to your mother today. Your mother, Estelle, who crossed over this past weekend. She made her journey home. She walked west. And Estelle, I've known Estelle and Barbie for a good long time, and Gathering Thunder Foundation adopted Estelle as our elder, as our elderly elder. And there were lots of wonderful events, even in her 90s, that Estelle would come and participate in, whether it was our Walk for Warmth, our drumming events, our art auctions, whatever it happened to be. And even if she had to participate from home via video, Estelle always made an effort to be present with Gathering Thunder Foundation and our work there, raising awareness, raising money, and always in a very joyful way, in her own very unique way, and in her own unique humor. That, to me, in so many ways, Estelle represents a life beautifully lived. And not only will I miss her personally at the School of Sacred Studies as a friend, as an elder that I respected, but Gathering Thunder Foundation will miss the presence of Estelle. We called her Stella. And here's to Stella this morning. All right, Barbie, this one is for you. It is the teaching of the rabbit. The rabbit teaches us to be gentle with ourselves. The rabbit teaches us to be gentle with our thoughts about ourselves. The rabbit reminds us to walk gently on Grandmother Earth and to walk gently through our own heart and through our own experiences. The rabbit teaches us of abundance and gentleness. So your message this morning comes from the Rabbit Nation. Gentleness. Margaret Spooner. It is the teaching of the jackalope. The jackalope, a lot of people misunderstand the jackalope and think of the jackalope as just something perhaps that we see on a barroom wall or, something like that, something that's kind of sort of chuckled at, not taken very seriously. And yet, the legend of the jackalope comes from North America. And what very few people understand is that the jackalope was born of thunder and lightning. The jackalope is a very potent being, very quiet about its potency, but very much connected to spirit, connected to earth and sky. And the teaching of the jackalope, Margaret Spooner, is this: to celebrate your uniqueness. The jackalope says, celebrate your uniqueness. You too were born of earth and sky. And none of us came here to be like anybody else. We came here to shine our light uniquely in our own way. In our own way. So the next time perhaps that you're somewhere where you see one of those jackalopes on the wall, in Michigan it's typically on a tavern wall. Now you can understand there's far more that goes on with the legend and the story of the jackalope. And perhaps you might look at it and say, I do love myself just the way that I am, in my own uniqueness. Good morning, Robin. Hey, Jennifer Wilson. Hey, Jess. Good to have you here. Yep, everybody, if you are in the queue, you will have an empowerment card that is drawn for you. You may have to remind me nicely now and again. I always say nicely because it's funny. Sometimes people get on this show and they're not always very nice about about the fact that they would like to have a card. It's just kind of the human condition, I know, is really interesting. So I always say, just remind me, but remind me nicely. I have feelings too, as they say. Okay, all right, so here we go. Margaret Marchinsky. After Margaret Spooner, it is the teaching of the water dragon. The water dragon. The water dragon says, pay attention to your intuition. Your intuition is heightened at this time. The teaching of the water dragon really is about our own sensitivities, about our intuition, our gut feelings. Yeah. And the water dragon appears to say, pay attention and trust what your gut tells you, what your intuition tells you, what your heart tells you at this time. And sometimes if we're needing a little assistance in tapping into our intuition or what our heart is saying, what the psyches within us are saying, we can call upon the assistance of the water dragon that resides out in the land of archetypes and mythology, but also exists within us. There we go. Margaret is saying, thank you, needed that message. Rob is saying, give me a card, give me a card. And I mean that nicely, exactly. Oh my goodness. I have learned over the years of doing these shows, you just have to say it right out loud. If you want to be on the show and have fun on Tuesday mornings, you're welcome to do so, but please be kind about it. Please be kind about it. And joyful about it. And if you can't be either of those things, there are lots of things going on Tuesday besides the Mystic's Heart show. So this is a joyful place to gather, a peaceful place to gather. Rob. Oh, goodness. Cindy Lynn. Cindy Lynn's the penguin. The penguin. I really like the show Gotham. And the penguin, Mayor Cobblepot, is one of my favorite characters. But the penguin, as a totem animal for me, in the way that I've been taught about totem spirit animals, represents the door of the north and the space in between. I would call that the Wakan Washday, the land of the good spirits, the Wakan Washday. And in that land of the good spirits, we sometimes find ourselves in the dream time, daydreams, meditation time, prayer time, and nocturnal dream time. This card, the penguin, says, Cindy Lynn, pay attention to your dreams. How is Spirit speaking to you in your dreams, your meditations, your prayer time, your resting time? Sometimes we can just all of a sudden have an inspiration, can't we? All of a sudden we're inspired by something. We can see something or feel something, intuit something. The penguin message says pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. Good morning, Nellie. All right. Here we are. Nikki Jorgensen. my friend up there at the Heartful Arts Studio in Big Rapids, Michigan. That reminds me, part of Tuesday morning, why we have so much fun here on Tuesday mornings, is because I really love it when people share what they've got going on. If you have a website, if you've got an event going on, you have a special page on Facebook, whatever it happens to be, as long as it's not something harmful, right? Please share it. Please share whatever you've got going on in the thread. Okay. Nikki. This is really good. Hey, Ellen. Good morning. Hey, little sister. Good to see ya. Okay. Back to Nikki. It is the white heart. The white heart represents the spirit of adventure. The spirit of adventure. Life is a grand adventure that my soul has chosen to experience with endless joy and wonder. Let the adventure begin. This card, the teaching of the white heart, is a reminder that life is an adventure. Yes, he's also Harry Potter's Patronus. But the white heart says, remember, life is unique. It is fleeting. It's very short. Be adventurous. Be bold. The card in the beginning that I drew for all of us is the Firebird. Don't be afraid. Be alive. I love that. Don't be afraid. Be alive. All right, Robin. And not... Hey, Julie Fortino. Hey, Angie. Good morning. Good morning, Hanif. Good to see you this morning. Robin and Mark. Are you related to my friend Charlie? Up there in beautiful Canada. I love our relatives in Canada. I love Canada. I'm a hockey mom, so I also know the Canadian national anthem, "O Canada," by heart. Right? All right, but this one is for you, Robin and Mark. It is the eagle, Wambli. Wambli Oyate, the Eagle Nation. That's how it's said in the Lakota language, Wambli Oyate. Rising above, to soar above. Eagle says, soar above the mundane, soar above situations, drama. Some people like to get right into it and muck it up in drama, right? Oh, Robin is in Florida. Okay, I have a dear friend up in Sudbury, Ontario, with the very same last name. Her name is Charlie. Love her. But anyway, rise above. Rise above. Soar above. See things from the higher perspective. And if people try to drag you down into their crapola, into their drama, into their pity party, whatever it happens to be, we all have a choice to enter into that arena or to soar above it, to fly above it. So the eagle has a message for you today, Robin. Rob is saying, I learned the French enunciation watching hockey. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, Lynn. Yes, you certainly can. It is the Sasquatch. The Sasquatch says, walk gently. Walk gently. I walk gently upon Grandmother Earth, knowing that my true home is in the stars. This is not a time to ruffle feathers. This is not a time for drama. This is not a time for anything other than to go with the flow at this time and to walk gently. Walk gently. Jess, hey, Ruthie. Good morning. Ruthie, I love Ruthie. I love y'all. I love Ruthie. We go way back. Okay. Angie Malek, town. It's the Thunderbird. We would say the Wakian Oyate. Wakian Oyate, the Thunder Nation. Says this, Angie, stay on your path. Here's the mantra. Love mantras. Even in the face of life's obstacles, I remain firmly on my path. Boy, we have kind of a theme going on here this morning, don't we? We have a theme. The theme is to remain on the path, either fly above it, walk gently through it, but don't become encumbered by it or a slave to it. Walk gently, be an observer. We don't have to participate in every fight that we are invited to. It is our choice. And sometimes the winds of change, the winds of gossip, the winds of drama, the winds of life can try to throw us off. We have a theme going here this morning. Do not be afraid, be alive, and do so in a confident way, not a waffly way or one that is not really self-directed. Be conscious, be consciously aware, be consciously awake. There we go. I think that's what I want to say. All righty. Okay, Rochelle, this one is for you. It is the air dragon. It's the air dragon. Good morning, Cheryl. The air dragon says this: what are you creating with your mind? What are you creating with your mind? Our human brain is a wily sort. When left to its own devices, the creatures born of it are often infused with anxiety, worry, fear, and doubt. The air dragon assists in helping us to slay the demons of our mind in order to create our thoughts and words from the infinite intelligence of our heart. The air dragon bids the question or asks the question, what are you creating with your mind? In our humanness, we're really great at creating monsters that take on a life of their own in our body, outside of our body, in our surroundings, right? Some people will say, oh my goodness, that thought, all of a sudden it took on a life of its own. Because our thoughts can take on a life of their own. So the air dragon says, be mindful and consciously aware of what you are thinking. Your body, every ounce of your body hears exactly what you're thinking. Every ounce of every thought, our body says, oh, the brain is telling us. Thoughts are telling us. So be mindful and consciously aware. Robin McCarthy. It is the hawk, Cheta. Cheta Oyate, the hawk nation from the direction of the south. Shka. For me, the direction of the south is represented by the color white, which is also said Shka. Fear not. Fear not is the message of the hawk. I see things with great clarity. I have nothing to fear. Kind of like the Archangel Saint Gabriel. Fear not. Fear not. Or as my dad, the Sarge, used to say, fear nothing, respect everything and everyone. Fear nothing, but respect everything and everyone. So this is a card, Robin McCarthy, of fearlessness. See things with great clarity. Sometimes we really need to get into the heart of the matter to see things with great clarity. And oftentimes when we get really close to what it is we've been fearful of, we can say to ourselves, really? I was afraid of that? Oh my goodness, why didn't I take a look at that a long time ago? I have been bugged out by this, and look at this. I put it under the magnifying glass of my thoughts, right? Our thoughts, if we don't become consciously aware of them, will magnify everything. Isn't that the truth? And then if we give voice to our fears, there we go. Years ago, oh my goodness, 20 some years ago, when I first started participating in sweat lodges, the medicine man at that time who was pouring the lodge, Nashid from Kentucky, said to me, remember, Scorpio, everything that you fear will come to you. And I believe for myself, he was right. Everything that we fear, if we focus on everything that we fear, our fear takes on a life of its own. And before you know it, it's standing right in front of us saying, now what are you going to do about it? You brought it into your reality. Now what are you going to do? Here I am. And we can either shrink and hide from it, or we can take a really good look in the eyeballs of whatever fear we brought into our life and go, really? It's like the bully on the playground. I don't even know why I went into all of that, but there it is. Fear not, Robin, fear not. Kelly. Good morning, Delgadillo. Hey, Catherine Ann. I call her Katie did because she is my niece. My little Katie. All right, so Kelly Manson. This one is for you. It's the Earth Dragon. The Earth Dragon is a card of freedom. The Earth Dragon says this: my heart is nourished with love. My heart is nourished with love. The Earth Dragon says, listen, peeps, people, life is really short. And if you're going to continue to hang on to every wound, every hurt, every rotten thing that ever happened in your life, it's going to get really heavy. All of those things are going to get really heavy, and pretty soon they're going to be so heavy you're going to become ill from them. You're going to become weighted down by them. You may even become absolutely impotent because of them. Let them go. Whatever is weighing your heart down, let it go. And Kelly, this is where I think the Earth Dragon is going for you. Anything, anyone, any situation, any thought in your mind that no longer nourishes your soul or has never nourished your soul, your spirit, your heart, your beautiful heart, let it go. Let it go. Have a ceremony. Ceremonies don't have to be that amazing and, well thought out and planned. I know that you have a copy of my book, Prayers and Incantations to the Light. There are prayers and incantations to the light inside my book that are a beginning place. This is not the end all be all. It isn't. I don't profess that it should be. Don't want it to be. But it's a great starting point of prayers and incantations and sacred ceremonies to do things such as get yourself back into alignment, to let go of whatever is eating your heart, mind, and soul. Mm-hmm. Hey, Daisy. Good morning. Oh, okay. Very good. Excellent. Good for you, Robin. All right. Good morning, Jane Joubert. You beautiful thing, you. I love our Tuesday mornings. Give Ryan a hug for me, Cindy Lynn, that birthday boy. Cute as hecky. Thank you, Rochelle. It's a lot of decades of work in that book. Oh, you're welcome. Boy, it's amazing what we can hang on to, isn't it? Oh, no matter how much it hurts. But, sometimes our hurts can become our story. And we don't know any other story to live, and we don't know how to turn the page, as Bob Seger would say. So we just remain with the story of always being a victim. I don't really, anybody who knows me, victimhood is not something that I subscribe to or support. Betty Davis, my love. Betty is my good friend. Betty, it is the Centaur, the divine doctor, healer, heal thyself. Betty, the message of the Centaur for you is take care of yourself. You do a lot. You do a lot for your family on the reservation in North Dakota. You do a lot for your friends on reservations everywhere. You do a lot for the community, the Native community here in West Michigan. You do a lot for your family in your home. You do a lot for your friends. This card is acknowledging, Betty, that you need to take care of you. This is a time for you. and to be in that space of nurturing yourself, because you're always nurturing other people. And even, lately you haven't been feeling well and you're asking me, how do I need my ribbon skirt to be? Betty is making by hand my ribbon skirt that I'll be wearing to the ceremonies, my family ceremonies in July. And there's a lot that goes into a ribbon skirt. The colors of the fabric, the colors of the ribbons, any of the appliques that go onto the ribbon skirt, everything is thought out in great, great detail. And I know it'll get done. So my message to you as your friend is take care of you for now. Be good to you for now. And that's an order. And Kichi Miigwech for taking care of you. Because if you take care of you, then that means that you'll be here longer and in good ways. Janice Francisco, this one is for you. It is the Thraie, the Greek legend. Pay attention to your psychic abilities, your 6 senses, your 7 senses, all of your senses. There are far more than 6 or 7. You're welcome, Betty. Pay attention to your intuition. I trust my inner vision and my sense of knowing. This is a card that says trust. Trust. Trust what you know, Janice, because you do know it. Katie, my beautiful niece Katie, Catherine Ann. This one is for you. I'm going to shuffle it up. Oh my, it's the buffalo. Tatanka Oyate, the Buffalo Nation. The buffalo says this: my life is a gift from the Creator. It is. Every one of us, we've been given a life. It is a gift. Whether we want to acknowledge it as such or not, it is an amazing opportunity to experience the human condition, to experience the earth, Grandmother Earth, and all that comes with it. Billy Mills added a second sentence to that. My life is a gift from the Creator. What I do with my life is my gift back to the Creator. The buffalo gives every ounce of its being for the people. And the buffalo says we must do that in balanced ways. The buffalo teaches us that we don't have to run willy-nilly from this point to that point. Now, the buffalo can run faster than a horse. A lot of people don't know that. The buffalo runs faster than a horse. For the most part, there may be exceptions to that. And it jumps. A buffalo can jump really, really high. A lot of people don't know that. And so that's why if you're up in the Black Hills and things, people, I don't know why they don't read the sign that says, please don't stop and try to pet the buffalo. The buffalo is very methodical, very plodding. It paces itself, Katie. It paces itself. It has a cadence. When it needs to run, it can run. When it needs to jump, it can jump. But it does everything very mindfully. It stays the course, it stays its path. It's very, very mindful. It is a reminder to you, Katie did, that your life is a gift from the Creator. What you do with your life is a gift back to the Creator, and doing it in a good way, in a measured way, in a balanced way. Balance. If anything is out of balance in your life, Tatanka Oyate says, bring it back into balance at this time. You are a gift. Your life is a gift. So it's all about balance, Katie. And if you're feeling out of balance, my love, you can invite your guardian angels to bring you back to balance, to help you see clearly, to make clear decisions. Hoping that that makes sense for you. Jane Joubert. It's the teaching of the raven. Oh, I love the raven. The raven. I seek and find the light in all things, and I share my light with the world. The raven is a bold and mighty being. A lot of people get bugged out by the raven. Well, a lot of people get bugged out by, we were talking about that in class this past Saturday. I taught a class, the first class in rituals. And talking about the energy. You're welcome, sweetheart. You're welcome, Katie. We were talking about the fact that we all carry energy. You're looking at me right now. I can feel you. I can't see you, but you're looking at me right now, and there's an energy around me and within me that you are conscious of as you are watching me. Some people, as my dear friend Sue Shamali said to me, when she first met me in 1993, she kept her distance from me. She knew that there was something about me. She didn't have words for it. She couldn't describe it, but she stayed a very clear distance from me because she didn't understand it. Now that she understands it, all of these lots and lots of years later, she said, I wish I would have known what it was back then, but I didn't know. And it was off-putting to me. It scared me. And I've had people who have said to me, you scare me. Please, don't even look at me, you scare me. When I was in Egypt one time, I was in the Valley of the Queens, and I was purchasing alabaster at this beautiful alabaster place. On the other side of the Valley of the Kings is the Valley of the Queens and this alabaster place. And there was a beautiful young man by the name of Joseph who was helping me choose alabaster. And he looked down at my feet and he said to me, please do not look at me. Do not look at me. And I asked Sabre, who was our tour guide, why is Joseph not wanting me to look at him? And he said, because when you look at him, he feels as though you can see through him. You scare him. So Dana, please don't look at him. And so, I purchased all of my alabaster and I talked to Joseph, but without looking at him. I frightened him. This also represents the energy of the raven. The raven will go into the darkness to retrieve the light in many, many ways. Literally, into dark places where angels fear to tread, or internally, into the inky darkness, into the soul, into the psyche. And people who spend time going into their own psyche, into their own soul to explore their interior castle are oftentimes off-putting to other people because there's a depth, there is an awareness, there is a light that is gained only in going into the darkened places that is attained. And we wear that light. I said that, we wear it like a perfume. The deeper we are able to go into the darkness or the soul, when we emerge into the light, we are wearing the perfume of those experiences, and it can be off-putting to others. And I don't know why I'm sharing all of this with you, Jane, but I feel as though I want to. Not everyone is going to understand your journey or the light that you wear because of the journey you have taken. I think that's what I want to really boil it down to. And I'm hoping that that makes sense to you. Good morning, Wendy Nystrom, you beautiful thing. You beautiful woman. Ruthie, it is the mermaid teaching. The mermaid. Ruthie, the mermaid teaching comes to us from Assyria. And of course, she comes from the water element. She represents the divine feminine. The divine feminine. I honor the divine feminine within. This card is a reminder, Ruthie, that it's good to honor your divine femininity, your intuition, the gifts of the divine feminine, your passions as a woman, all of those things. This is a card that acknowledges your divine feminine side and says, Ruthie, will you spend some time delving into your divine femininity? It is a reminder that it is good for all of us, men and women, to visit, to spend time loving and nurturing our divine feminine gifts and talents and passions. Yes. Oh, good. Oh, I'm glad for that. Thank you, Margaret, for letting me know that. Yes, it is. The totem animals that we learn about are so complex at times, and yet at the same time they have their own basis in what our thoughts and belief systems are as well, or our perception of them. But those are some of the deeper teachings of Raven. Okay. Rob. It is Heihaka Oyate, the Elk Nation. The Elk Nation says this: each new day is a love song from the Creator. This heralds a new day, a new chapter, a new way of being. And it asks the question, Rob, how do you greet the day? How are you going to greet this new chapter in your life? This new way of thinking, perhaps, or of being. Heihaka always says, good morning. Good morning. Hi hane washte. I would add lilo washte. It's a very good morning. How are you going to greet this new day? Asks Heihaka. Jane is saying, a lot of people get bugged out by me. So very fitting. It's the wonderful Scorpio energy. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sometimes just being Scorpio, holy smokes. As a quadruple Scorpio, some people don't even quite know what to do with anything of me until they get to know me. Right? I am who I am and nothing more than that. And sometimes people don't know what to do with that either. Good morning, Jeanette. All right. Jess. Jess, this one is for you. All right, on the heels of Rob's message, Jess, it is the teaching of the Ouroboros. A cycle is now complete. I am whole, says the Ouroboros. This teaching actually comes from Egypt, the teaching of the Ouroboros. The self-eating serpent. We are always recreating ourselves. The cycle is complete and a new cycle always begins again. Take time to acknowledge and celebrate just how far you've come and the wisdom that you have gained. This is a card that says, well done. It's time to celebrate. You've come a long way, baby. Good job. Prepare for what's next. Be consciously aware and awake, co-creating with the universe. It's a card of celebration. All right. Hey, Patty. Cheryl, this one is for you. Cheryl, it is the hippocamp. The hippocamp. The hippocamp comes to us from Greece. It's also known as the mythological seahorse. Yes, ride with the tide. Cheryl, ride with the tide. Good morning, Mia. In order for the experiences of your life to unfold in their proper timing and joyfully deliver you to what's next, Cheryl, you must give up the white knuckle ride and your struggle for control. Take a deep breath, exhale, and trust in what your timeless soul and the creator of all things have planned for you. This is a time of great forward movement in your life, Cheryl, if you allow it. This is a card of allowing. And I love the mantra of this card. The wisdom of my soul safely guides me to and through the experiences of my life. Hey, Jessie Nicole. Good morning. So this is a card of allowing things to unfold. Sometimes we just want to direct it, don't we? We sometimes feel that we have control of the steering wheel. The hippocamp reminds us that sometimes we just got to let go of that white knuckle ride and go with the flow. Gotta flow. Gotta flow. All right. Jacqueline Coster. This is a good one for you. It's the Kokopelli. Kokopelli. From native North America. in the southwestern quadrant of native North America. It's the Kokopelli, the bringer of rains, the bringer of abundance. My life is overflowing with all that brings joy to my soul and peace to my heart. I am grateful. The Kokopelli reminds us of the importance of gratitude, an attitude of gratitude. As part of my mantra before my eyeballs, before these peepers even pop open in the morning, thank you for the abundance in my life and for the abundance that continually flows into my life. Thank you. So this is a card that puts you on notice that abundance is knocking on your door. And it asks the question, where do you find abundance? What is abundance to you, Jacqueline? Do you keep a gratitude journal? Do you keep an attitude of gratitude? Just say thank you. Thank you for the abundance in my life. Thank you. Thank you for the abundance that continually flows into my life. Thank you. Every day I say that. Sometimes I say it throughout the day because I feel inspired to say it. Our thoughts, when aligned with our words, the alchemy of thoughts and words and the cadence of our words and how we pronounce our words, potent. We talked about this past weekend too. Got to be congruent and in alignment. It's really hard to have abundance in your life, everybody. If 1 minute we're saying, oh, thank you for the abundance in my life, and with the next breath saying, my life sucks. Well, Spirit then, or the alchemy of the universe says, well, which is it? You're thankful for the abundance in your life or your life sucks? Which is it? You pick. Because we can help facilitate either one of those or neither one of those. If it's always going to be the balancing act, we have that choice. My life is horrible. Okay. I love my life. Which is it? You love your horrible life? But it's all about stopping to really think. What are you emitting? We are an amazing antenna. Yeah. So, Jacqueline, get ready for the abundance, baby. It's a time of gratitude. It's a time of gratitude, sweetheart. Yeah, I love Jacqueline. She's such a positive human being. So she would attract positivity. Yes, yes. All right. Okay, Delgadillo. This one is for you. It is the unicorn. Oh, this is perfect for you, Delgadillo. It's the unicorn. Unicorn says, let your light shine. That's right. The purity of my light, the purity of my soul lights up the darkness and shines brightly for others to see. The unicorn says this, darkness prevails where the light is not fully present. The darkness prevails where light is not fully present. We might also say darkness prevails where people do not speak up, stand up, right? Sometimes raise a fist, shout mini wichoni. The darkness prevails where the light is not fully present. The greatest teachers walk through the greatest fires, and the brightest lights are oftentimes called into the darkest places. Why? Because a dim bulb is not going to work in a very darkened corridor. This card says, Delgadillo, shine your light, keep shining your light. And yes, you do get drawn into darkened corridors because your light is the only light that will do. Your voice is the only voice that's going to rise up and say something. You know, I'm an Army brat, raised by the Sarge, and so I learned at a very young age to stand up, to step up, use my voice. That came a little bit later, but at least to stand up and be counted. Shine my light. Yeah, part of the adventure. Daisy. Daisy. It's the rattlesnake. Ooh, I love the teaching of the rattlesnake. Rattlesnake says, Daisy, Come out from underneath that rock. Come out from underneath that bushel basket and shine your light. That's what you came here to do. You didn't come here with this beautiful radiant light that is yours to hide it. None of us came here to do that. Some people choose to hide it, and some people eventually come out with it. We came here to shine light. Some people can get frightened during the course of their life and retreat under a rock or under the bushel basket or into a corner or into a closet. This is a reminder, Daisy. The world needs your light. The world needs your light. The world needs all of our light, all of our love, and it's not always easy to do that. So, out from under the rock, Daisy, shine your light. That's your homework. Just be you. It isn't anything magical. We just have to be us. And it's not always easy being us, is it? But that's what we came here to do. All right, Jocelyn, my friend Jocelyn, from the great state of Georgia. I am a George Peach. Proud of that. All right. And I love living in Michigan. Of course, I'm an Army brat, so I've lived in a lot of places. But Georgia is where my roots are to be found. Oh, it's the card of the peaceful warrior, Jocelyn. I walk the path of a peaceful warrior. I know when to engage or stand back. This is a card of boundaries. Boy, sometimes as an elder, as the teacher, as Mama Bear, we want to get right into it, don't we? The Wolverine reminds us to be a peaceful warrior. Sometimes it's worth losing a battle in order not to lose the whole war. It reminds me of people when they're getting a divorce. I've seen people going through a divorce who will spend thousands of dollars litigating a favorite lamp. And I think to myself, and I've said right out loud, with all the money that you're spending in attorney fees to make sure you get that lamp, you could buy a whole brand new lamp. And in fact, you could buy a whole living room to go with that lamp, rather than to spend thousands of dollars fighting for that single lamp. But I want that lamp. Yeah, but if you think about it, maybe there's a cooler lamp, right? So that's kind of the teaching of the Wolverine. When do you engage? When do you stand back? And not everybody understands when you stand back either and observe. But this acknowledges you as a peaceful warrior and a wise warrior, knowing when to engage, when to hold back. Sometimes it's with words, you know what I'm saying. So Wolverine, good solid boundaries. That is the message of the Wolverine. Hey, Carla Joe. Yeah. Mia. My friend Mia. It is the card from the mythology deck, the Griffin. I love the Griffin. Reminds me of Gryffindor. Yes, I am a Harry Potter fan. And where can you get these cards and things? I always forget to do this, so here I go. Excuse my face being right up in your face. Right up in your grill, as they say. There it is. Mia, be brave. This is a card of being brave. I face my fears and overcome them with ease. Be bold, be brave. Be bold and be brave. This is not a time for waffling. This is a time, you know, Mia, you know who you are. Stay the course, stay the path, be brave. Take the leap of faith. Take the leap of faith. There we are. Good morning, Kayla. Good morning, Sophia. How wonderful. All right, Jessie Nicole. This one is for you. And good morning, Kelly Spencer. Are you here yet? Are you here yet in Michigan? Could you please hop on that plane? The sooner the better. And just get here. There are birthday presents waiting. Just saying. And yeah. All right, Jesse. Oh, Kathy, you'll be next. All right. Jesse. It is the Phoenix. Rise up. This tells me that you as a woman have risen from the ashes more than one time. Wear those ashes with pride. Wear those ashes with pride. You are a woman of substance. The world needs your light. It is through the fires of spiritual initiation that we experience many deaths without dying. In those small deaths, we are given a choice to succumb to the pain of growth or to employ it as a catalyst to rise from the ashes of what once was and soar to new heights of wisdom and awareness. Honor what has been, the knowledge you have gained, and the wisdom that is now yours. Rise up. That is like a Wonder Woman card, just going to say. Kathy Skirmerhorn. It's the donkey, Kathy. You know what the donkey says? I selflessly serve, and yet I know when to say no. It is okay to say no. Because you are so helpful. You're a wonderful friend to many. The donkey says that's a beautiful thing. But sometimes you get tired. You need to honor when you need to rest. You need to honor when you just need to be. And you need to honor when you just need to say no, Kathy. It is okay to say no. Nicole Werner. Nicole Werner, this one is for you. I need a little sip of Wakalapi. It's the Fire Dragon, Nicole Werner. Welcome to the Mystery School. Welcome to the Mystery School. I welcome the loving growth of my soul. So, Nicole, what does this mean? What is the teaching? What is it that we learn from the mythology of the fire dragon? Fire dragon appears sometimes when all that we have known or some of what we have known is burned away. That we are going through an initiation, we've been through an initiation, and life is changing. Your life is changing. Allow it. Let go of what no longer serves and nourishes your soul. Let those things go. Put it on the funeral pyre. Let them die. Sometimes it's a good day to let things die. Hoka hey, we would say. It's a good day to die. It's a good day to let things die. Old memories, thoughts, experiences, whatever. Relationships. Because this is a time of beautiful growth in your life, Nicole. What is it that you would like to have grow along with you at this time? And what are you ready to let go of? Let go of it. Let go of it. Ooh, no need to be dragging around any baggage. Let it go. Put it in the fire. Hey, Patty. Patty, this one is for you. It is the sun face Kachina, Patty. Stand in the light, baby. Stand in the light. Stand in the light of who you really are. Let your light shine just the way you are, Patty. No more hiding under a mask of who you think people want you to be or need you to be. Just be you. Stand in the light of that. My life and the calling of my soul are dedicated to the light. And within your light are all of the gifts and talents that you came here with. She says, I'm doing it. Awesome. So this is an affirmation for you. You just keep standing in the light of who you are. Because when you do that, Patty, what Spirit shows me is that you light the candle for many people. You are a spark plug. And you light those candles, you light those lights, and keep lighting them. Because as you're standing in your light of who you are, Patty, it gives others the permission to stand in the light of who they are. Well, look at Patty over there just shining away. She's being who she came here to be. Maybe I can do that myself. Maybe that's what I've come here to do. So you are a natural born leader, Patty. Keep leading. Keep walking in the light of who you are. You are a light bringer, a light shower. Hey, Ryan Krantz. Hey, Lily. All right, Kelly Spencer. This one is for you. It's the wolf. Shunkmani Tutonka, the teacher. The teacher. Teach the children well. Teach the parents well. It's about taking on the mantle of teacher. It acknowledges you as a teacher. Now it is time for you to own that, Kelly, to own that. Oh, good. Patty's RV travel life. Oh, how wonderful. Lily, are you here yet in Michigan? Are you on board the airplane yet? I always start the day before they arrive here in Michigan by sending text messages and things. Are you here yet? Are you on the plane? Where are you? Oh, goodness. You have a new bed in your bedroom, by the way, Lily. Just so you know. All right, Sophia. Sophia, this one is for you. It's the cricket. It's the cricket, Sophia. I love this card. My spirit sings a joyful song. Cricket. The cricket says, get out there and sing your song, literally. Sophia, you are being called to sing. You are being called to chant. You are being called to your ancestral wisdom. To your ancestral wisdom. And what I really feel like I want to say to you, Sophia, is that singing for you, bringing the octaves of your voice and vibration through your body at this time, through chant, through singing, through humming, drumming, ceremony, would be really, really good for you. And really connecting to your ancestors through song, through chant, through mantra, through prayer at this time, bringing it right on through. Yeah. All right. Lady Hawk, Chetawian. It is Grandmother Iktomi. Grandmother Spider is here for you. Lady Hawk. My life is sacred. It is perfectly woven with lessons of light and love. When Iktomi appears, Iktomi often says, there is a reweaving that is going on. Something new is being woven. Something old is being unraveled. Something old is being unraveled. Something new is being rewoven. Or woven into your life. You know what it is. Lily, this one is for you. Oh, Okagashka, white owl. I have a friend who is bringing a white owl to me from up north, one that was found. It had perished. So we're going to have proper ceremony for the white owl that is being brought on Saturday, Lily. So how perfect that you would draw Okagashka, the card of the white owl. So you will be helping me with the ceremony on Saturday evening with the white owl, the physical white owl that is being brought to me. Make sure that, Kelly, Lily, that you bring your Inipi dresses with you for sweat. All right, let me have a little look-see here. Hey, May. Absolutely, May. This one is for you, May. What a pretty name. You don't hear that very often. May. It's the gargoyle teaching. The teaching of the gargoyle comes to us from France. The gargoyle represents the defender of light. The defender of light. And the message from the gargoyle is this: may the light always wins. Oh, the darkness will test us to the end of who we are, won't it? And darkness comes in many forms, whether it's gossip or people, or we don't even know. I mean, the list is endless of how the darkness will test us, but the light always prevails. This is a card made that says, thank you for being a bringer of light, a defender of light, and shining your light in places where the light needs to shine. Victory is yours. The light always wins, always wins. Ryan, it is the teaching of the dolphin. Love seeing all the birthday party photos from the weekend, Ryan. Looks like everybody had fun. It's the teaching of the dolphin. The dolphin says, the oceans and octaves of spirit are my home. Absolutely, Guinevere. So I would say to you, what I would ask you to do, maybe your mom can help you with this, is to do a little meditation with the dolphin. Learn about the dolphin, about how the dolphin hears spirit. The dolphin is so intelligent. The dolphin swims with us. It can come with us in meditations. So I'm going to ask that perhaps you and your mom do a meditation time where you focus on the energy or the teachings of the dolphin. The dolphin also reminds us of the importance of being playful and remembering to play, Ryan. It's important to remember to play and have fun, right? Excellent. All right, Guinevere, Jennifer, Wilson, it is White Eagle. Wamblishka, White Eagle. I hear the voices of the Ancient Ones speaking to me in my meditations and dreams. White Eagle represents the wisdom of the star nations, and when we pull the teaching of the White Eagle, what this says, Jennifer, is that ancient teachings are being revealed to you at this time. Pay attention. This is a card that says, pay attention. The teachings are coming to you from nature. They may be coming to you from places you never expected or suspected. And interesting how all of a sudden the light got a little bit dim in here. Cloud just went over. But Jennifer, pay very close attention right now to what is going on around you and where the teachings are coming from. I'm hoping that you're keeping a journal. Very important for you to keep a journal and record the teachings as they come to you. It may even be inspirations or insights. Write them down, Jennifer. Very important. Ellen Geiger, it is the otter. Otter says, don't forget to play. My spirit is curious, playful, and wise. Sometimes we can get so serious in life. We get so serious, don't we? We get so locked in our brain. We get so locked in, oh my God, I've got, just 7 more days to do the taxes, that we forget to play. Or we're busy being mom or dad or auntie or uncle. We don't know. All those things that we do in our humanness. The otter, for me, comes to me from the direction of the east, of Ampo Wichapki, which means the morning star woman. The morning star woman rises in the morning and says, welcome to a new day. The otter says, welcome to a new day, and don't forget to play. Don't forget to play. And if you're having a problem being playful, we can ask for the energy of the otter to be with us. If we're so busy being pious, some days we can be so pious, can't we? Sometimes we can forget how to play. Life brings us to a place where, what does it mean, play? I haven't done that since I was 8 years old on my bike. For some reason, it brought up this vision of my bike when I was 8 years old. I had one of those banana seats, remember? Back in the day, those. Oh, goodness. It's all about playing. Yeah. Hey, Sean. Carla Joe, CJ, the eclectic pagan. It's the hippogriff, my friend. Hippogriff, do not allow your dreams to die. We had so much fun at Carla Joe's workshop. It was a sold-out event. Her next workshop will be in September here at the School of Sacred Studies. My hopes and dreams come to life and manifest in remarkable ways. The hippogriff reminds us it's not our job to rescue other people. Sometimes we can be so busy rescuing other people from their own drama, their own lessons that life has brought to them, that we forget about our own dreams. People who are continuously rescuing others, who are codependent, who are so busy taking care of everybody else that the last person that they think about taking care of is themselves. Well, there's themselves. This card says to you, Carla Jo, keep your dreams alive. Your dreams are alive. Keep chugging along, keep going, keep nourishing, keep firing up those dreams. Sonia, my friend Sonia. It's the teaching of Tesawi, the white buffalo calf woman. White buffalo calf woman says walk in balance. She represents the sacred teachings, which really, really circulate around the teaching of walking in balance. My life is a sacred journey. I give, and Sonia, I receive in equal measure. I give and I receive in equal measure. You are a giver. Tesawi says we must be open to receive. Ask for help when we need it, and to receive the help when it comes. Tesawi, white buffalo calf woman. Walk in balance. Sean, this one is for you. It is the grizzly bear, Mato Wakam. It's the bear nation, Mato Oyate, the ancestors. The ancestors are calling to you. I am your grandfathers and your grandmothers, the ancient guardians who walk both the realms of spirit and earth. Protector of your journey and wise guide to your soul, Creator has sent me to tell you that you are surrounded by strong and loving forces as you walk the way of spirit. Stay the course. Continue your journey along the good red road. Stay the course, Sean. And your daily mantra? The grandmothers and grandfathers protect and guide me. The teaching of the Bear Nation. Kevin, this one is for you. It's the teaching of the paint horse, Shonke Oyate, the horse nation. I carry you into the dream that the Creator is continuously dreaming. Oh, I love this card because I'm a horsewoman. I carry you into the dream that the Creator is continuously dreaming. I love that line. My 4 strong legs represent the perpetual movement of the ancestral winds of the west, Sapa, north, Luta, east, Ji, and south, Shka. My regal head reaches skyward into the Wichapki Oyate, the star nations, and my tail points downward toward the wisdom of Unchimaka, Grandmother Earth. With you upon my sturdy back and the seat of the world in between, we are ready to travel to and through your life, your dream. Kevin, it is time for your life and your dreams to come alive once again. Dream well. The mantra of the Horse Nation is this: my spirit is free to live the life that I dream. There you go. Don't let your dreams die either, Kevin. Hey, Chloe. Well, sure, we have a couple of minutes here, so if I have somehow gone past your name on the thread, please let me know in a good way. Yes, receiving. Very important. Very important. Oh, we can find it hard sometimes, can't we, to ask for help? We sure can. Chloe, Oh, Chloe, it's the rainbow serpent. You are welcome, Kevin. You are welcome, Kevin. Get out there and shine your light. The world needs it. Chloe, the rainbow serpent, the fertility god. The teaching of the rainbow serpent comes to us from Australia. Awaken from your slumber. I love this. I'm just going to read this to you, Chloe. Each of us is born with gifts and talents, dreams and passions, potential and opportunities for growth. And yet, in our human condition, we can fall asleep at the wheel of life. Can't we? We all do that. Have you forgotten that your soul came to earth to shine in its own beautifully unique way, Chloe? Have your dreams been put on a dusty shelf and your passions placed on the back burner? It's time to awaken from your slumber and bring your unique light to life. The world is waiting. Your daily mantra, Chloe, is this: I celebrate the fullness of my being. Paramahansa Yogananda would say, self-realization. Right? This is about shining the fullness of who you are and celebrating that. Waking up to all of you, not just portions of you. Kayla. Yes, we'll make time, Kayla. Absolutely. Kayla. It is the Bobcat. The Bobcat teaching. The Bobcat says this: I am formidable, yet I am graceful. I am formidable, and I am graceful. In the seen and unseen worlds, I will hunt where other predators fear to tread. My tremendous agility enables me to navigate between the worlds with ease, making me an excellent guide into the furthest reaches of the great mystery. I ask, what is it that you hunt? What do you seek? What is it that you wish to understand? Perhaps the answer is you. Call to me, and I will help you to find and reveal and embrace, as well as understand the nature of all things. I will lead you along a balanced and peaceful path. The Bobcat is formidable. It is graceful. It is grace under fire. The Bobcat is observant. The Bobcat says, take a look around you, be awake, be aware to everything that is going on. The difference between the person who's just kind of muddling through life and the person who is the seer is that the seer is awake and the seer is aware. The Bobcat says, be awake, be aware. You know who you are. You know who you are. If you're wanting to understand more of who you are, call to me, and I will help you understand more fully the mysteries of life. All right, Bobcat medicine. Helps us to be graceful under fire or graceful in life. Yes. And also helps us to go deeper into who we are. Deeper into the mysteries. If we're wanting to know something more about something, even within us, we can ask the spirit of the Bobcat within us to take us gracefully. Boy, some people just go, don't they? They just go. Without really paying attention, without being stealthy about it and considerate about it. The Bobcat says, call to me and I'll take you through in a courageous, graceful way. All right. Hey, Katie Battle. Of course, Katie. Katie, this one is for you. Oh, right there on the back of the Bobcat, the mountain lion. Okay, so you two ladies have got something in tandem here. I know who I am, and I walk firmly along my path. I know who I am, says the mountain lion, and I walk firmly along my path. Katie, you know who you are. You know who you are. Walk firmly along your path. Sometimes people try to throw us off our path. Sometimes situations at work try to throw us off our path. You know who you are, Katie. Be present in that. Keep on walking. Keep on walking. Catherine, this one is for you. It is the Pegasus. The Pegasus mythology comes to us from Greece. And the Pegasus says this, Catherine, allow your creative genius to flow. Yes, Kayla, be stealthy, be graceful. You have the formidability to go into deep places, Kayla, and call upon Bobcat to be present with you in those deep places and those deep teachings. Okay. So, Catherine, the Pegasus, allow your creative genius to unfold. And whatever the creative genius is for you, it's different for different people. My creativity in creating these cards with David Fix is one way that I express my creativity. Writing books is a way that I express my creativity. Whatever it is for you, Catherine, and it may be changing, maybe you've put your paintbrush up on the shelf, Pegasus reminds us that it is important that we bring our creativity through us. No different than digesting food and water, we must also bring our creative juices to life and express them in whatever way we came here to express them. And don't be afraid to try something new. Every winter I spend every single Friday up at the Heartful Art Studio, so that I can bring my creativity through. And I'm always surprised at what I'm able to create up there with Nikki's assistance. But it is important to bring creativity through us. Yeah. All right. Share, I think, is the last one for today. Share. This one is for you. All right. Shuffle, shuffle. It is the scarab, the teaching of the scarab that comes to us from Egypt. It is time to celebrate your life, Cher. It is your time to bask in the sun and revel in all that you have accomplished. This is a card of triumph, a divine acknowledgement, Cher, of all of your hard work, your study, your practice, and your commitment to walk the path of light. Prepare for the next level of knowledge and wisdom teachings that will be presented to you. This is a card of celebration that says, I celebrate my life. Celebrate you. Yes, Nellie and Julie. Nellie, it is the teaching of the crow. Mervyn, it is the crow. My life and my light are eternal gifts from the Creator. This is a leadership card. And more than anything, I'm not quite certain why, but perhaps you'll know why, I have the deep inclination to want to say to you, Mervyn, it's time for some meditation or some spiritual journey with the crow. There's a nugget of light that needs to be retrieved, a wisdom teaching that needs to be retrieved in the company of the crow. It's ceremony with the crow, most certainly. Ceremony with the crow, yeah. And last but never least, Julie Hedges. It is the teaching of the salmon. A wise medicine woman once said, everything that you fear will come to you in order for you to face it, work through it, and overcome it. This is how we grow in understanding of who we are and how much the Great Spirit truly loves us. Stay strong. Keep moving forward. You are in a time of great spiritual growth. New understandings and knowledge of the great mystery are being revealed to you at this time. Hey, Mervyn. Hey, Kellyanne. All right. With that, everyone, thank you for being present with me today. Thank you for shining your light the way that you do. And tomorrow morning, I will be on internet radio on Spreaker at 10 a.m. with Unscripted with the Reverend Sandra Herrick. So with that, everyone, until next Tuesday and Wednesday evening here on Be Live TV and Spreaker, have a beautiful day. Shine on.